All right, what is that, McMahon? This is a Seiko Blue Dial SBDX 025, the MM300. It's a big watch, and I just ordered it 3 days ago from Nomen. Everything happened so quickly, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this came in the mail so quickly. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, so, and while we're at it, let's put it next to its 44 millimeter Willard. So I was playing the piano 3-4 nights ago, and I was going, why do you have all these mid-level Seikos? They're like eating yogurt for lunch. You know, you have a yogurt for lunch. It's a teaser. You're still hungry, and you just you end up eating more, and you're buying more and more of these yogurts. Had a house full of yogurt, and I had this I don't know, it's like I was playing the piano, go, what, you weren't put on planet Earth to struggle having a big collection. Why don't you just get the Seiko MM300 and sell all the other ones? So I put them on eBay, and they sold in a day. You know, people are into watches. People are making inquiries about watches. People are on the internet looking for watches. People are buying. People want your watches, ladies and gentlemen. So I sold them all in a day, bought this on Nomen, and I opened it up from the box. And forgive me. Now, Carlos told me there's some sort of auto manual. I got to figure it out. Anyways, forgive me. So I got the MM300, and the weirdest word came to me. I opened it up out of the box, and I said, oh, Serge Nubret. Now, Serge Nubret was one of my top favorite bodybuilders when I was a teenage Olympic weightlifter and bodybuilder in the 70s. There was Serge Nubret, Arnold, Mike Mensner, and Frank Zane. What's interesting is they all had completely different physiques, but they took the physiques that they had, that nature had given them, and they did a perfect execution of that. And I was thinking, oh, the Seiko MM300, and you could make the same case for the Willard. They've taken their design language, and they've done the best execution of it, because you've got the 8L35 movement, which has been so accurate. And then you've got the Daihatsu polish, you've got the refinement, you've got the loom. They're not cutting corners here. And so, in fact, I'm actually going to keep the bracelet on the MM300. I was thinking I was going to get a Hexat on strap code, but as soon as I put the bracelet on, it complements the MM300. And so, to go back to the bodybuilding analogy, you know, having had a lot of, let me get a wider shot so I can put the tuna in there. Having had a lot of mid-tier and lower tier Seikos, the Tuna 049 with sapphire, the Willard, can't see the Willard very good in here. These are what I call professional bodybuilding IFBB Mr. Olympia contestants. These are no doubters. They're professionals. And you know, you want something like that in your collection. Now, honestly, I'm down to 5 now, because I did a big sell-off to get the MM300. And the other watches, they're great. I mean, you got to have a couple casuals. I got a couple casuals left. But they're amateur. You know, this is the amateur Mr. Teenage Golden State. You know, I love this watch. I kept the MM200, all stainless. I kept my Frogzilla. And the Frogzilla is now my water watch. Wear it to the beach, wear it to the pool. And so, you know, there's nothing wrong with having a couple, you know, Mr. Teenage Golden State contestants, amateur. Amateur's fine. It's okay to be amateur. But as soon as I put the MM200 out of the box, oh, Serge Nubret. Now, Serge Nubret, I believe, had the most remarkable physique of all time, just in terms of proportion, you know, shape and whatnot. Frank Zane comes close. Love Ronnie Coleman too, but I mean, Ronnie Coleman, who came later, he brought in the exaggerated look, which he pulled off quite well. And I love Ronnie Coleman. I watched his documentary, and one of my favorite bodybuilders of all time as well. Of course, from a different era from the one I grew up on. So the question then is, were you glad that you got your collection down from 9 to 5 and that you sold those beautiful Seikos that you had? You know, the Cyan Blue, the 061, they were gorgeous, but they were at the end of the day, they were yogurts for lunch. And as soon as I put this on my wrist, it was a no-doubter. The muscle, the proportion, it was like, oh, your Serge Nubret watch. So, what do you title this video? What, your Serge Nubret watch? I don't know. But, my initial impressions are, I think I made the right move. The more I'm in to the watch hobby, the less tolerance I have for big collections. So, it's a beautiful, beautiful watch. Pretty thick. I think it's about 15.5 millimeters in thickness. But, I love rocking it on the wrist. I love rocking it on the wrist. Well, I mean, my wrist is pretty big, but took one link off. Come on, McMahon, just be nonchalant when you type. Just be nonchalant when you type. You're just nonchalantly in your office typing. You're not showing off. You're not self-conscious. But look at you. Ooh, you're typing on your Razer mechanical keyboard with blue switches. Yeah, clickety-clack, clickety-clack. Serge Nubret. McMahon, get an intervention. Just because you have 5 watches doesn't mean you're out of the weeds. Stop gloating. That's a nice angle. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Did I make the right move? Well, we can only answer these questions for ourselves. All right, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I am out.